And now, fans, please give it up and make some noise for your RGV Red starting 11. From the borough.
Well, once again, the sun will officially set on this season, but without one more game left to play here, a friendly versus FC Dallas U23s. Hello, everybody. I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa. And well, Edson, it's time for us to put this season to a close with one more match tonight. As we continue, we will have the national anthem here momentarily.
Lineup for FC Dallas. Cam Arma, goalkeeper. Bello, Dube. Wyatt, Chagorn. Ader, Scholl. Dylan, Barry. Luis Fuentes. Aiden Fondeca. Josh Mila. Ana Dube. Adric Rosado. Jorge Ganaga. Nathan Guerra. Lee Dube. Jacob Culpepper. And Kate Ryan. At this time, we ask join us in a moment of silence to honor the life of Eric Cepeda. We want to take this time to honor his lasting impact on our community, future athletes, and the beautiful game. His passion will never be forgotten. Tonight, we play for Coach Cepeda. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats and direct your attention to midfield for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, once again, pregame festivities done and dusted and moments away from kickoff. Once again, everyone, I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa for one more match here this season. It might be a friendly, but it doesn't really feel like one right now.
Not really, no. I mean, I think honestly we were left with that taste of we didn't have enough RGV Red Crowns home games. But today We get at least one extra one before the players are released to go back to their respective universities or schools and continue their growing process in this early in their career. But it's great to be back. A little encore for the 2025, and we're going to be playing against a team that actually won the Texas Conference in the league for clubs. Although I mean their main team is this weekend going to be playing in the league for club finals. But it's great to have the FC Dallas under 23s down here for this game that actually is going for a very good cause.
Well, 100%. I have to agree with you on that. It's It's going to be a phenomenal cause once again. But you talked about it, Edson, with, of course, FC Dallas U23s. Yes, that team officially won the Texas Conference, but now they're over in a different one. So this is a completely different team. And that's something that, well, I guess we don't necessarily get to see that often, is a different team. But considering that the RGV Red Crowns, that's also a different team too. No Zach Hargreaves, no Vicente Alvarez, a lot of different players.
Yeah, definitely. So let's take a look at the starting 11 for the RGV Red Crowns. So we have Luis Ledesma on goal, obviously a new face from what we're used to with Jack Crichton having the number 1 during the season. Then we've got Diego Rivera, Diego Heredia, Ángel Ordóñez, Jerry Martinez, Omar Galán, Diego Torres, Juan Valencia, Javier Ballesteros, Edgar Cruz, and Kevin Zamora. Out of that starting 11, I would say it is about three players, or 4 players actually, that we have seen before in this previous 2025 League for Clubs season.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, about at least 3 players that we've gotten to see play in person for the RGV Red Crowns, and the rest of them, well, they have not. And so we get to see this team of, well, what may we have in store a year from now? That's kind of the basis of what I'm feeling. But again, yeah, moments away from kickoff. It should be a great one. Edson, before we kick off here, let's get a little score prediction from you.
I'm gonna go with a 2-1 victory, last minute goal for the Red Crowns.
All right, and I guess I'll go kind of the same thing. Well, let's go a little calmer. I'd say a 1-1 draw would be absolutely not shocking for how this season has been, even though it's been a good one. Just one of those situations of it's against a great team, and we have a team that hasn't necessarily played together, so it makes sense for potentially a 1-1 draw. Anyways, just about to get set here again, right on, I believe, the RGV Red Crowns YouTube page, a place that we are not necessarily familiar with, as in we were on the National Soccer Network, but officially game on here from Harlingen Field. FC Dallas in their white jerseys with a bit of red lining on them, and while the Red Crowns in their classic green and red jerseys up front, of course. And here comes FC Dallas off the right wing, has help up front, might be offside if he passes it to him, stays onside this time, able to get right by it, and it will be cleared away by the Red Crowns here very early on. For Edson, what are those key things that we need to look out for the Red Crowns in order to have a victory or a successful match here this evening?
Well, number 1 is they have to take advantage of every minute here. This is basically a brand new team for this year. Like I mentioned, -4 of the players that we have seen before. So the chemistry is not going to be there yet. They don't have minutes playing together as a team in an actual competitive game. So this is all going to be a learning experience for every player. But at that same time, these are players that they at least have a general idea what the tactical mentality for Coach Reina is. And this is where players like Diego Rivera, Javier Ballesteros are going to have to be the leaders today. in order to make sure that every other player that hasn't played for a minute with the Red Crowns kind of is on board and playing to how Coach Reina wants.
Indeed, taken away very quickly for the Red Crowns, trying to get up the field. Tripped up referee. We'll just say play on. Out of play will be a throw-in for FC Dallas. A name that I thought I would not say this season, Edson. FC Dallas throw and quickly getting past midfield, but back to the keeper it will go. We'll try to send this one away here quickly. One of the things, of course, to look out for is going to be that wind. It's going towards FC Dallas's back, and sure enough, trying to take advantage of it. Shot, save, just like that for the Red Crowns right off the bat. This might be a common factor in this first half, considering how this wind has played a factor already.
Yeah, definitely not. Oh, careful here.
But just like this, trying for the volley, could not get that to bend off the left end, and just like that, out of play, goal kick. So both sides having a shot, one on target and one just off target for the Red Crowns this time. And of course, FC Dallas, the ones that had it on target, will be a goal kick for FC Dallas, and they'll play it short.
So there's another disadvantage that the Red Crowns have for against FC Dallas under 23s today. So we talked about the lack of chemistry right now with the Red Crowns. On the contrary, these are players for FC Dallas that have been playing together for quite some time. Maybe not necessarily in the league for clubs, but they have been growing together in this academy atmosphere, this club atmosphere for probably years. Yep. So they probably know how to play with each other. They probably have an idea, okay, if I do this, I know that my teammate is going to be at this location ready for me to send that pass or that through ball or anything like that. So that's going to be another disadvantage. So the Red Crowns have their work cut out for them today.
100% goes out of play, controlled by the Red Crowns for a split second, but that will quickly go right back to FC Dallas for a throw. And one thing that I do have to say, Edson, for some strange reason, I am kind of liking FC Dallas's jerseys. It's not looking too bad.
So so that's the same jersey that the actual MLS team uses for their away kit. I'm not sure if it's already been deprecated, like they got a new one this year. Careful.
Get back to that in a second. Able to slow it down, played back.
Ooh.
Trying to get inside the final third and take it right back away from behind. A good challenge. And all of a sudden, a counterattack for the Red Crown. Slows it down, though, and that Red Crown counter will stop here very quickly. And right back to it will go FC Dallas. Right on the break, off the left wing. Seems like a little bit of the same tactic that we kind of saw with Austin United FC when they played against the Red Crowns, being able to open up off that left wing. We'll wait and see if that happens. It's played all the way back near midfield, so both counters on both ends of the field have been, well, mainly stopped.
Yeah, so as you can see right there, I mean, we talked about how that ball goes out of play, but you could see right there in that play, like how organized that defensive line is for FC Dallas under 23. Despite losing the ball while they were in transition into the attack, while it could have been a counterattack for the Red Crowns, they were positioning themselves correctly to where the Red Crowns attacker really had no choice but to try to keep control of the ball, just waiting for some of the teammates to come up. But what that ended up happening was that they were able to create enough pressure, even the midfield coming back, to actually take the ball away from him.
Indeed. It will be a throw-in for the RGV Red Crowns. Referee will blow the whistle and will resume play. Only really 6 minutes into this match so far. It's been more of an open match than I really anticipated, at least for this starting of the match. But FC Dallas, of course, going on that break off the right wing, trying to get inside the box. Across will be blocked once again. The Red Crowns doing a good job off their defensive in close to the final third of being able to clear that one away and trying for the counterattack. That's going to be tripped up. Referee will say play on. The Red Crowns will slow things down and trying to get past midfield. has help off that right wing, didn't end up seeing him, and will play it all the way back near midfield. Almost a giveaway near midfield again, and will be
I was
taken
about to
right
say
back.
that was dangerous.
Indeed it was. We'll slow it down, though. Needs help. Being pressed inside the final
Oh,
third.
good.
And a beautiful challenge once again by the Red Crowns, doing a good job off that counterattack, though. We'll slow it down. Has help. And the RGV Red Crowns in a position to try to get a couple of shots off on target, potentially. We'll see a long strike get blocked and taken right back away by FC Dallas off of a potential counterattack. Has help again off that right wing, and will be played back. Being held will be a free kick for FC Dallas's U23s.
So getting back to, we were talking about FC Dallas's uniform. So this is actually the same jersey that the first team uses as their away kit, which was kind of like a retro-inspired Dallas Burn jersey. It is actually, and forgive all my Dynamo fans for saying this, but it is actually pretty nice. And those who have been MLS fans since its early inceptions in the 90s will probably agree that it is such a cool throwback jersey.
100%. I wouldn't be mad if one of these days the RGV Red Crowns were to play against Sporting Kansas City, and Sporting Kansas City would bring out a retro Kansas City Wizards jersey. That would be absolutely amazing, as that's going to be a free kick for FC Dallas U23s near midfield once again. Still 0-0 your score. About 8 minutes down in this first half of this friendly versus FC Dallas, a team from Frisco, Texas, which we will never let them forget. That's where they're from. Either way, back to the action in front here, trying to get inside the final third, able to do so and cleared away once again by the RGV Red Crowns. That's where they've been able to really start their counterattacks. Not this time, though, as it's going to be one right back off that left wing, trying to get across inside, and that's going to be deflected, still in play, and just headed away from goal near the top of the crossbar to the right post, to be exact.
That actually ended up hitting the crossbar. So one of the things that I'm looking at right now is the Red Crowns, whenever they're trying to build the play, they are not able to counteract against the midfield pressure. It looks like the Dallas, you'll have a midfielder and a defender, or two players going up. We'll talk about it later.
Corner inside the box. Headed away this time. Still inside the final third, though. And clears it out one more time.
So as I was saying, if you guys take a look at the broadcast and you take a look as the game goes on, when one of the Red Crowns midfielders, whether it's 11 or 13, are carrying the ball in the middle of the field, nice
Good cross. Offside flag goes up in the right corner. So I was making sure that could be a possibility. So it won't matter in the end, as the RGV Red Crowns will, in a way, breathe a sigh of relief as it ends up being offside.
Yeah, definitely. So they're gonna be pressuring with 2, maybe 3 midfielders on whenever the Red Crowns have the attack. The problem is that the Red Crowns, they aren't reacting to that. They're not quick to notice when the pressure's coming to release the ball quickly, and so they end up getting surprised by that pressure and losing the ball. And the worst part is they're leaving themselves exposed for the counters.
Indeed, they really are. I've noticed that they've been pushed up a lot more, the RGV Red Crowns have, on the offensive side, and that is allowed for a beautiful cross and a nice save in the end, once again by the RGV Red Crowns, being able to continue this pressure, getting it forward once more. That's going to be a little bit too far out of play, and will be a goal kick off the other end.
Good turnout actually tonight, considering that this is a friendly.
100%.
So taking advantage though that we're kind of like we have a moment right now in the game. So my question to you is, what did you think overall of the Red Crowns season in 2025?
Red Crown season in 2025 was a great one to remember because there were a lot of things that the Red Crowns did well. And yes, there were some things that the Red Crowns didn't end up doing so hot in the end. As we'll get back to that in a split second, that one ends up going out of play. So, and what I mean by that basically, Edson, is the RGV Red Crowns, yes, they win their first ever home match. Vicente Alvarez scores this beautiful goal, and they win 1-0. They lost, of course, that first match on the road against San Corinthians FC of San Antonio, and then they lose at home that second match against Corinthians FC of San Antonio. Then they lose both matches against Austin United FC. But let's talk about this. The road resilience from this side was second to none when it mattered most. When they needed victories, they were able to get them. It was an unfortunate end of the season, but at that point, there were a lot of players that were already missing that were going to take their next step in their careers, so you can't fault at that point. It's unfortunate, but that is what semi-professional soccer is all about. You are getting better as a player in order to have that next step for professional. That shot just goes over the goal right at the end. A beautiful. It looked like it was going to be a cross for a split second, but then it just carried and carried and carried. And all of a sudden, goalkeeper has to punch that away from the crossbar and out of play.
That's that South Texas win for you. Just take a look at the flag, how much it's waving. We do have a considerable amount of wind tonight here in Harlingen. But good reflexes by the goalkeeper. He was measuring. It really looked like he measured it wrong, that it was going to go behind him. But he had the reflexes to be able to reach out and push it with the tip of his fingers over the crossbar, and now it's going to be a corner.
Corner kick sent away. That one's going to carry all the way almost to the other side of the corner flag. It will be a throw-in for FC Dallas U23s in the end. And, I mean, you just talked about it, Edson. But that is that South Texas win for you once again. It just was able to carry all the way across. And unfortunate for the Red Crowns, but it is a throw-in. That's going to be
yellow card for number 58 for FC Dallas.
Our first booking of the match. As both players still feeling that challenge. That will be a yellow card. So first booking of this match. And the RGV Red Crowns now with a free kick set piece opportunity from just about the same side. A little further back, Edson, from where the Red Crowns took that last free kick. And doesn't look too bad from here. Goalkeeper, I think this time will be ready for it, but we'll wait and see.
But to be fair, now, in this similar situation, now the keeper is going to be hesitant to come up as far as he did in that previous play. So now you got this whole, as you can see right there, easy for the goalkeeper. But if you notice, the keeper didn't come up as high, right? So if number 6 for the Red Crowns could have put a little bit less power behind that ball, that would have landed right in that whole lagoon between the goalkeeper and his defensive line. And careful.
Counterattack opportunity. Offside flag goes up in the end. Takes a strike even moments after the offside flag was raised. And it will be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns just like that.
Huge shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now that's watching this. We'd love to hear where you guys are tuning in and watching the Red Crowns from, whether it's here in the Rio Grande Valley, in the state of Texas, or anywhere in this world. Be sure to put in the chat where you're tuning in from, and a huge shout out to everybody watching right now.
Indeed. Meanwhile, once again, Red Crowns trying to get forward once more. Played out wide. Tripped up a bit on the turf. Trying to play a good through ball. Beautiful opportunity.
6-6.
Kick back away off the volley and just deflected. The Red Crowns still with possession. The threat not over just yet. Off the left wing. And it will go out of play. Corner kick, set piece opportunity for the Red Crowns, the second one of this match.
Yeah, it's just a shame that the field really didn't do any favors for the Red Crowns and kind of forced that ball to kind of fall behind as he was dribbling inside the box. But he was able to save it, and now they were able to salvage a corner. And huge shout out to Dory Berry, who says that they're watching from Allen, Texas, and Ansel Rosado from Frisco.
Cross inside, off the volley, goes over the goal. Almost like a bicycle kick there a bit, but
looks
just
like a karate kick, actually.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, but one time, fun story here, last season, or 2 seasons ago, actually, when I was covering the Texas Southmost College Scorpions, they played a match at none other than, I believe it was, well, either way, one of the places, and one of the players that scored a beautiful goal, it was a lot like that, from the other team, all of a sudden said, no, it was a bicycle kick. I'm like, okay.
Seems legit.
Sounds good. But meanwhile, another opportunity trying to get in the final third. Beautiful defensive work again from the Red Crowns in that final third, not allowing FC Dallas to have those opportunities be handed to them, but taken right back away just shy of midfield. Another through ball, same place, but just not allowed to do anything. As I say that, back of the net it goes, off the woodwork and in. And FC Dallas U23s find the back of the net, 1-0 your score.
The Red Crowns, they can't realize that the midfield pressure is getting to them. They want to take one extra step, one extra dribble when they have 2 players coming at them. They lose the ball in transition. You leave your defensive line exposed. That's exactly what happened here. And unfortunately, for this one, Luis was not able to, or actually he got a tip to those fingers, but to that ball, but it just wasn't enough to deflect it out of the net. And it is the first goal of the night for FC Dallas under 23. Good pressure by FC Dallas and good transition to score their first goal. But the Red Crowns really need to wake up in that aspect.
Indeed, 1-0 your score. FC Dallas U23's lead at the moment. And it's not like the RGV Red Crowns haven't had their opportunities. They were moments away from being able to find the back of the net here early on from that free kick and off the other one as well. 2 saves made by the keeper, and then all of a sudden, just a lapse of judgment there, 1-0. And it's going to be very interesting once again. It's FC Dallas trying to be on the move once more off the throw-in, played back to try to find that second goal. But as I say that, possession just about was able to be won back by the RGV Red Crowns as once more, just FC Dallas U23s being able to control their possession so far. A long ball. It's called a lazy ball there as well. One right back by the RGV Red Crowns.
So you notice, right as soon as the midfield got it, number 58, and I want to say it's number, hold on, wait, turns around, number 8 to number 58, straight away go towards the man with the ball. They have, yeah. That kind of pressure is forcing them to make a lot of mistakes out there in the midfield, and just getting that goal scored against them, I think it's only going to make it worse because they were barely building some confidence as the game went on, as they're having all of these opportunities in front of goal, but now they get scored on, and now we have to see. Well, there we go.
Taken right back away near midfield. Opportunity. Sends a through ball forward. That one's going to go out of play for a goal kick. And so you're talking a little bit about it right now, but I want to get your take on this.
Okay.
Having none of those players that have been able to play in that almost club aspect, or having that veteranicity on this field, is that definitely hurting this team?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's no doubt about it that the fact that they haven't played together before in a game is causing havoc in the Red Crowns. I mean, they don't know exactly where the positioning of the players is going to be in the transition. Looks like the referee is calling for a replacement of the ball. But what I was getting at, yeah, I mean, the fact that these players haven't played together, whether with the Red Crowns or maybe even like in collegiate or high school, that's going to be a huge factor. They're barely learning, barely learning w- about each other in, in a short span, right? So obviously, like I mentioned at the beginning of the game, the Red Crowns are at a huge disadvantage because of that. And Dallas doesn't have that problem.
It's going to be a handball is the call. The Red Crowns will take it quickly off the free kick near the left
Oh,
touch line. Able to get away from his defender, has help forward, and will slow things down, plays it from behind. Now with the Red Crowns having this momentum, has help out wide off the right wing, able to do exactly that. Cross inside the box!
oh, good idea.
And cleared away for the time being, and now out of the final third. Counterattack opportunity once again for FC Dallas. He uses some footwork, but can't turn around to potentially get a shot off, and instead will give it away off the left end for another through ball, I should say. Almost said counterattack, but instead the RGV Red Crowns will get it right back. Just trying to get it forward and played back once more. You can see those bursts of something in the making, Edson, for the RGV Red Crowns to find the back of the net here in the first half. As well, we mentioned it before, but now really 23 minutes into this first half. Still 1-0 FC Dallas U23s. But again, feels a little different, as in the Red Crowns look like they might be able to equalize before halftime.
I'm gonna differ a little bit with that, because there's just this desynchronization that is still apparent whenever they try to attack. I think most of the opportunities that they have had have been bursts of individualities that have opened up the line for FC Dallas. But as far as team is concerned, they're still kind of lagging behind in that aspect. Because you had that opportunity with the free kick, that one-on-one dribbling a couple of minutes ago. Right here, number 7, right now with the screen, right? And that opportunity really didn't go anywhere. But this is what we're struggling with now. Oh, that's a pen.
I think it's going to be right. Check that.
And that's a yellow for number 11.
It's a yellow card, one of the last defenders, and it was kind of off the ball as well. Definitely warranted a booking, and now both sides have one booking apiece. 2 bookings total in this first half.
So was it a pen or was it a free kick?
I think it's a free kick. It was right.
No, it's a pen. It looks like it's going to be
a pen.
So I was right in the beginning, but we're talking about all these mistakes. You're just giving the ball away right in front of the 18-yard box. Like just simple mistakes that are costing him dearly. And now you've got a yellow against you, and you've got a penalty kick against you as well. So, it's all because these players aren't in sync with each other, due to the circumstances.
Well, FC Dallas U23s already lead 1-0, trying to find their second goal. All that stands with him, and one more goal is the keeper. Crowd on their feet, getting loud. Referee blows a whistle. We'll move forward. 2-0. Your score, FC Dallas lead.
Good composure by number 18 to hit that penalty shot. Even though Luis Ledesma was moving around in the goal line, trying to distract the penalty kick taker and getting in his head, that didn't matter to him. He's like, oh, you can move all whatever you want, and I'm just going to put it right in the upper corner, sent him the other way, and now it's 2-0, and now the referee has called for the hydration break in the 27th minute of this game.
Yeah, once again, hydration break for anyone that is wondering why it happens. Well, when it is over 84 degrees or around that temperature to be exact, that is when it is necessary for every single organization from the NCAA to the MLS and everywhere below to do a hydration break for the player's safety because that is the number one priority in the end. So with this hydration break, Edson, what do you think needs to be talked about for the RGV Red Crowns in that huddle?
Well, for first of all, you got to play simple. Don't be cute. Don't try to force a pass when you don't have to, especially if you're a defender, especially when you notice that you have the pressure coming at you. You by yourself, you're not Cristiano Ronaldo. You are not Lionel Messi at this moment. You cannot think that you can take on three defenders, in the middle of the field, and you're going to run away with it. Play it simple. If you've got 2-3 players coming for you, you know that somewhere around the field there's going to be somebody that is going to be wide open, right? So you got to have the calmness, the vision in the analysis in the game on the field to be able to pinpoint or identify that moment in the game and know exactly how to execute the correct pass, the correct decision in order to move up on the field and create some opportunities against FC Dallas under 23. You guess what I'm trying to say is you're not playing for yourself. You're playing as a team. You're not out here to show off and try to be more than everybody else, right? You're here to play a game as a team. You're here to work as a team. I understand that they haven't played well together, but these are the minutes where you learn about this because you don't know in the future. You might actually come back next season part of the RGV Red Crowns roster. And if you could use these minutes as experience to kind of get Rico, it looks like we got a substitution for we have a substitution for the linesman. we got Rico. He's going to be the most unbiased linesman ever. I can assure you that. Good job, Rico. Good job.
Indeed.
But yeah, so huge shout out as well from Daniel. Forgive me if I screw this up. Daniel Skoll. He's watching us from Scroggins, Texas, as well as Ansel Rosato from Frisco, Texas, and Dean Culpepper from Alpine, Texas.
Probably Alpine, Texas, to be exact.
Thank you.
But a little too much F1 there. It's a little too much French for you, because that's, of course, the car brand. But
Max Verstappen.
But back underway we go. 2-0 your score. FC Dallas lead 2-0. And for FC Dallas, one of the questions that I did want to ask you as well is, do they continue with what they're doing right now? Or do they back up and start to play maybe potentially a little bit more park the bus as they lead 2-0 just in this, of course, first half or the end of this first half?
Why would you let off the gas? I mean, I know it's a friendly, but these are key moments to play together as a squad. These are key moments where you're going to try new things, try new tactics, right? And so you also, that's not a foul. It continues.
50-50 ball played inside the box. Not able to get there in time. Goalkeeper will make the save. And this could be a counterattack opportunity. As like you just said, Edson, this may answer our question of will they kind of take it back? And sure enough, it seems like that might be the case. Instead of going for that through ball off the right wing, slowing it down and playing in the back.
Maybe, but honestly, like these are the moments where, I mean, you're gonna try to create as many opportunities as you can.
Takes a strike just wide right of the post, and so they will still try and shoot for goal. But instead it goes wide.
Yeah, if anything, they might let off the gas just slightly. just to the point where, okay, I'm not going to put 100% of the effort because I don't want to risk an injury or anything like that, but still enough firepower to be able to create some opportunities against the Red Crowns.
Trying to go forward once again, able to get possession, takes a strike on
Oh,
his
good
own
shot.
and makes a save. The keeper kind of had to work for it, but it was right at him. Still able to make that save, and it will be a shot on target.
But it's like I mentioned, these are all just individual efforts, right? Because there's no collective chemistry. And if the Red Crowns are gonna score today, more often than it's pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna come off of an individual effort, right?
Most likely will be the case at the moment, is how it seems. But that might be something that will be talked about in depth, I should say, in this halftime break as well. We find ourselves really about 8 minutes plus stoppage time away from that moment. Indeed, we would expect to have about 3 minutes of stoppage time, considering the hydration break and the 2 goals in this first half. I would say would amount to 3 minutes, but I could be wrong. We could only have 1 or no stoppage time at all, as we've seen before. But meanwhile, FC Dallas is trying to get it forward once again off their back line, near their defensive half, I should say, or the final third. And sure enough, the RGV Red Crowns with a throw off that right touchline. Gets it inside near the final third. And that's going to be taken right back away off of a good defensive effort.
And that's what I'm saying. They're trying to go. Oh, they're gonna go. Nope. Good feint. They're continuing to try to take on 3-4 players at a time, and try to dribble past them instead of playing simple, right? And so nine times out of 10, the Red Crowns are losing the ball like that, and they kind of force themselves to make fouls or risk, giving the ball away and giving FC Dallas a counterattack opportunity. FC Dallas is playing smart, right? FC Dallas is okay. We'll see what you got. We're just going to try to neutralize and then go off of the counterattack because we have the players that are capable to take advantage of the speed and attacking prowess in order to play the counterattack. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're allowing the Red Crowns, okay, let's see what you can do. Come at me. Oh, we'll put pressure in the midfield, try to force the ball away from you. And then from there, quick transition into the Red Crowns' 18-yard box. And so far, it is 35 minutes in. They already have 2 goals, but they've had a lot more opportunities, to have a bigger lead in this game tonight.
Indeed. So sent into about the 10th row or so from the RGV Red Crowns corner kick, set piece opportunity for FC Dallas. That's put in the box very well. Still loose, trying to head it back away, and will be cleared out of the final third for the Red Crowns. FC Dallas winning possession right back once more. And we'll play it back to the keeper. Will take his time and sends it out wide. Just misses, and it's going to be a gift for the RGV Red Crowns, throwing off the left touchline. Red Crowns just trying to find the back of the net here in this first half. And what seems to be the case, it will take a group effort to find that back of the net here.
The problem is that there's no space in the box and right outside the box. They're cramming in their midfielders, and as you can see, like even their wingers are coming down to defend and closing down the spaces that the Red Crowns want to take advantage of, but there really is nothing that they can do. And so that's what I'm saying. And it's like FC Dallas is leaving just the striker up on top, right? Everybody else is coming back, closing on the space, and then they end up getting desperate and lose the ball or committing fouls, right? So really, really, really good understanding of the play right now by FC Dallas.
Indeed. Able to get through the pressure once more. Will be a bad challenge from behind. Free kick for the RGV Red Crowns. Through ball forward once again. And it will be FC Dallas to just corral that one, send it back to their keeper, playing it out back. The Red Crowns trying to press right there and will be able to win it just shy of midfield. But then a bad giveaway will give FC Dallas another opportunity. The U23s, another opportunity to try to make a counterattack on their own. Off the left wing, has help inside the box.
That's gonna be
Gets pushed forward. That is a free kick. Will there be anything more? No, says a referee. And just a free kick outside of the box. Possibly around 10 yards or so just past the box. Or shy of the box, I should say. The referee will say a free kick here. So opportunity for 3 goals right off the bat.
Yeah, they're being overwhelmed defensively. The Red Crowns. The midfield is pretty much non-existent. They're being, at least defensively. I mean, FC Dallas is able to get past the midfield really, really easily with their speed, right? And they end up having to have no choice but to either foul or hope that FC Dallas isn't going to take advantage of it.
Indeed. Free kick opportunity
He's going to go
here.
direct.
Looks like he'll go direct.
Ooh.
And just wide left of the post. Looked a bit on target. Was trying for, well, the left post. But it won't bank in this time. Goes a little bit wide. It will be a goal kick for the RGV Red Crowns. 38 minutes gone here in this first half. Still 2-0 for FC Dallas. They lead here in this one. Sends it away past midfield. Headed forward. We'll be right back to the keeper. Again, thrown this time to the left wing, but that's really where FC Dallas have really excelled, is being on that left wing or anything like that. As I say that, leave free kick for the RGV Red Crowns.
You know what's also different compared to what to the other games in the regular season for the Red Crowns? It really looks right now, unless Coach Reina changed this from the beginning of the game, they're playing more of a 4-3-3, but that middle three is held back. There's a huge breadth of space between the front attacking three and the midfield three, and yet it's surprising that even with 3 players in the midfield, the FC Dallas is able to get by them really, really easily. But it's just a situation, like I mentioned before, and I have to continuously mention it. It's the lack of chemistry between the players that are on the field today.
Indeed, we'll see how this set piece goes off the free kick. Decides to go for goal! Finds the back of the net! 2-1! And FC Dallas, well, really, the RGV Red Crowns, they find the back of the net, and they cut it to 1.
I mentioned it to you before. The Red Crowns were going to cause damage with an individual effort. Looking at the replay right now, or the VOD,
really,
I'm not 100% sure if that was actually hit by a Red Crowns player or that was an own goal by FC Dallas.
I think it was an own goal by the goalkeeper potentially, but we are back.
It looks to me like it was number 28 that actually hit that ball into his own net. But that was well placed by the Red Crowns. That's exactly the type of ball you got to put it in the back of the net. It's the ones that are going to hurt the most. Why? Because either your attacker deflects it into the back of the net or a defender puts it in the back of the net, just because of the curve that the ball has, the power that it has. It's really not that easy to be able to, for the defender to be able to deflect it in a way that is favorable to clear it away.
So, I agree with everything that you are saying. So Red Crown's trying to go for an opportunity again back to the keeper. But one thing is for certain, that FC Dallas, right off the bat, right after that goal, went back and to try to catch the RGV Red Crowns off guard. They would not be deterred. Cross inside the box, and that is deflected out for a corner. And all of a sudden, Edson, momentum has shifted.
Yes, the Red Crowns, that goal allowed them to wake up. Now they have noticed FC Dallas is not. I guess how do you call like a superhero, right? Like Superman, as for example.
Well, they're beatable. That's the best.
They're vulnerable.
Exactly. Cross inside the box is going to be deflected. Good defense by, once again, FC Dallas U23s. But now all of a sudden, again, we're seeing something different from the RGV Red Crowns right now, trying to play it back. That's going to be taken away. Counterattack opportunity will go out of play and will be halted very quickly for an RGV Red Crown throw off the left touchline. The Red Crowns now with a bit of momentum and have a bit of an opportunity there. Foul is called, was pushed down, and another free kick, and another spot that we are very familiar of now, the third time that there's been a foul called around this area.
And it's the same number 6 that is going to take that free kick.
It's going to be interesting to see what he decides. You can go for goal with the wind, of course, to your back, but the different thing would be, of course, exactly. Keeper comes way off the volley. And just a little bit too much pace on the soccer ball goes over the goal for a goal kick.
But he did exactly what I mentioned after that second one. Make sure that ball goes a little bit towards the outside of the box into that lagoon or that space between the keeper and your defensive line. The defensive line is just a little bit behind that 18-yard box line. So you have a huge breadth of space in the middle.
Taken right back away. Takes a strike right on goal. Save made. But this is something interesting, Edson. You talked about not having a lot of space inside the box. And I'm noticing what the Red Crowns are doing. They're playing it, passing it, and then trying to take a strike with open space. And honestly, for what's going on right now, I like what they're doing.
Yeah. When you're playing against a team that is closing up the space really easily, what are some of the things that I know I've mentioned in a previous game before? What are the two main things that you can do to try to open up that block? Careful.
Opportunity here once again, trying to get forward, potential offside. The flag will stay down in the end. And
as I wave goodbye to an airplane that's leaving Valley International Airport. But yeah, so what are the two things that you need to do in those aspects? 1-2 passing, or shoot from outside the box. And it looks like the Red Crowns are trying to go for that option number 2.
Indeed. Off that left wing. Here come the Red Crowns again, trying to get help inside the box.
Corner.
Will go for a corner. Liked his idea there. Saw that there was some space, trying to beat that defender. At worst, there's a potential for a corner kick. That's exactly what happened. And sure enough, set piece opportunity for the RGV Red Crowns off the left corner flag, to be exact. Takes about 4 steps back. 1 step forward there. Sends it into the box near the left post. And it's going to be back for another Red Crown corner.
Trying to catch number 28 off guard, who's positioned himself right next to that near post. But he was well aware of the situation. Here it comes again.
Into the box it goes. Keeper will have no problem to save it. Trying to go for a quick counterattack for FC Dallas U23s. Won't necessarily work too well. Very well defended by the RGV Red Crowns to halt that counterattack.
And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to put that pressure in order to force him not to turn around and start dribbling towards your own goal.
Indeed.
Try to force him back.
Indeed. 1 minute down in this stoppage time. We would most likely expect maybe 3 minutes of stoppage time, potentially 4 with that third goal. trying to go forward, and there will be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns, as it was about to be a beautiful give and go and just stopped very quickly. No card, though, from the referee. It will just be a free kick about 30 to 40 yards outside of goal.
And had it not been for that foul, I really do think that give and go was going to work. There was a lot of open space for the Red Crowns to take advantage of. So one of those tactical fouls.
100% tactical fouls that he was able to get away with not having a booking, which is a little bit shocking in my eyes from the referee not giving out a card for those instead of giving out those cards for the last two. So just in my eyes, but of course he knows what he's doing. He's a referee. I am not. And so it will be a free kick here coming up. Once again, could be a direct free kick with the wind to your back. I would not doubt it.
Mm-hmm. I think with the angle too, where it's located on the field, he's going to go direct.
Drops
or
back
to the far post.
Couple of steps, goes for goal. Keeper was ready for it. Save made. And the referee will blow the whistle for halftime. 2 minutes past the 45-minute mark. And, well, we'll get ready for halftime. I'm Jacob Young with Edson Ochoa here on the Red Crowns YouTube page. 2-1 your score, 45 minutes down, 45 to go as we get you set for halftime.
Ah, sí. Dime que sí, voy a quererte.
Second half just about upon us. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa once again here, and we will bring you the rest of this second half, or, well, once we get going again. And, well, Edson, I mean, what were your thoughts on this first half? Because it seemed pretty interesting with that last sort of 10 minutes or so left of that first half, indeed, for the RGV Red Crowns.
Yeah, what can I say? I've already talked ad nauseum about the negative things that we have seen in the first half, but I think one of the positives as well is that they're not, as far as their motivation, they're still in this game. They haven't checked out.
Mm-hmm.
They still have the mentality of we can get into this game. We can actually create some danger on FC Dallas under 23. They are not unbeatable, So that's a good mentality to have, and that's going to make this second half even more entertaining than the first one.
100%. Yes, this first half, of course, was very interesting. This second half will be very interesting due to the fact, well, I mean, you're playing against FC Dallas U23s, and you definitely want to get the win. Technically, a sweep of FC Dallas would be beautiful, but of course, these are two different teams, so technically, in my eyes, it's not necessarily a sweep as much as just we'll see how this all plays out for this friendly.
And by the way, gotta wish FC Dallas under 23, their main team, a good luck in these playoffs.
Back underway we go here in the second half. And, well, Edson, I would have never guessed that you would ever say something like that
Right?
in general. But, of course, well, we're here. It's FC Dallas. They came down to play against us. We have to applaud them for sure, because apparently that is a massive thing in anything, for being able to come down and play against a team.
And I think, and even besides that, FC Dallas under 23s in general have proven to take the league for clubs very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
They have a really good team, and no matter dangerous play. And as I was saying, is no matter what, like as somebody is trying, as commentators who's supposed to be as unbiased as possible, you do have to give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
And FC Dallas under 23s, they have taken this semi-pro level very, very seriously.
Yes, which is very impressive in general, because if they really wanted to, I'm sure that they do have a team playing in MLS next. But, for something like this, like you mentioned, being able to play in this league, taking every step possible, as serious as possible, is fantastic. Trying to get through that defense for a split second in that final third, not able to. We'll go right back to FC Dallas as they're trying to play forward. But once again, 3 back now for the RGV Red Crowns, as they will be playing against the wind for the rest of this match. And it's going to be interesting to find the back of the net there. First touch just a little bit too heavy, but able to get that possession for a split second. Will be another throw-in for this RGV Red Crown team.
Please do not clip that and send it to Bayou City Soccer or any of my Houston Dynamo buddies. I would probably be shamed out of Houston, and I'm heading over there next week.
Well, we'll see how that, of course, all goes. Maybe we'll see that on my account or anything like that. But
seems legit.
but it will still be a throw-in for FC Dallas
But
U23s.
but just to take a look at how high the wind is. Did you see the trajectory of that ball? Like it just kept rolling back, and the parabola was just too straight up because the wind was pushing it back towards the north. So it didn't go as far as probably the Red Crown's defense wanted it to.
Indeed, and that's one thing for even for that first half of FC Dallas being able to get those 2 goals, because due to that fact of in this second half, well, they're already up 2-1 and have a chance to extend their lead due to the fact of playing with the wind. But sometimes playing with the wind is your enemy when you're able to play against the wind very well.
Definitely. Well, hopefully the Red Crowns know how to play when the wind against them.
Indeed, we'll wait and see here. Good long ball off the left wing, trying to control it, not going to be able to. Looks like it will be a throw-in for the FC Dallas U23s. They'll throw it into the right touchline. We played back by RGV Red Crowns, trying to control it near midfield, having to trot back for a split second, back with possession once more, trying for a through ball off the left wing, able to be one, just trying to get forward once again. It's been very difficult to get. It seems like FC Dallas, they've really been successful with learning how to, well, just adjust in that first half or halftime talk, considering they gave up a goal kind of off that same way and now kind of a different area.
Well, they are able to escalate really well. And what I mean by escalate is, like I mentioned before, is they position themselves in a way where it's kind of like step 1 and then step 2. So Red Crowns are able to get past step 1, but you got step 2 already there to say, like, okay, you got past him, but you're not going to get past me. And so and because the ball is kind of like in moving away from the Red Crowns attacker, it's a lot harder to stop, control, and figure out where you're going to go to get past defender number 2.
Indeed. Played back by FC Dallas, able to get it forward once again off the left touch line, I should say, trying to center it back with the pass. A little bit too heavy off that touch. You can see that wind for FC Dallas not necessarily playing any favors as it's going to be back to the keeper, but a couple of mistakes there by the U23s to allow RGV Red Crowns to have another opportunity.
Yeah, and we go back trying to play cute in the middle, trying to force passes where you really don't have to. And they were the FC Dallas under 23 were lucky that that they weren't able to get a good touch.
Opportunity here, through ball forward. Keeper on the mark, comes off his line.
And guess who's in goal right now?
JC Alvarez in goal this time. And so I really do enjoy that, where you're seeing, well, those substitutions, because it is a friendly, and so you're going to see a new starting 11 almost kind of happen. I know that it's not necessarily happened too much for the RGV Red Crowns, but at least for the goalkeeper, you switch out your goalkeeper and let JC Alvarez finish off his term for the RGV Red Crowns in the best way possible.
At least defensively, it looks like that they've made a lot of changes. And now you see Diego Rivera. Careful.
Indeed. As you said that, opportunity off the crossbar. Offside in the end. I thought we were going to see the exact same thing we did about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what to say, to be honest, but that was good vision by FC Dallas. I think had the attacker kind of moved in maybe half a second later, he would have been onside, and he was still going to get to that ball anyway. But good luck for the Red Crowns, because that easily could have been the third. But there was also a little bit of luck that it ended up hitting the crossbar.
Indeed. Here comes the RGV Red Crowns. Can they take advantage off that right wing? That's going to, or right touchline. It is toe poked away past the touchline. Will be a Red Crown throw.
And what did I mention right now about those steps? They got past the first one, and then right away you had number 40 there to kind of take over defensive duties against Diego Rivera.
Indeed, Rivera has been a key part really in the second half in that second half of
Oh,
the season. You can see exactly why. Cross inside. Can't get there in the end.
that's where the lack of chemistry is going to play a factor. Usually, Diego Rivera, with those kind of crosses, would know that either Carlos Gonzalez or maybe Javier Ballesteros was going to be at the far post, ready to pounce into it. Now, number 7 was a little bit too far behind to be able to meet up with that ball. But that was a good opportunity right there that Diego Rivera was able to formulate.
Exactly. Right off the bat, you're seeing this team really starting to gel in a way. And just like that now, most likely, possibly the offense will know maybe to be there in time. Will be a throw in either way off that left touch line. Gets it across, was deflected there, trying to keep it in play. Won't be able to, but it is enough for an RGV Red Crown corner off their left touch line, or left corner flag, I should say. And it's going to be a set piece opportunity for the RGV Red Crowns. All of a sudden, playing against the wind seems to be a sweet spot for this team.
Yeah, they're playing better, at least in these first couple of minutes in the second half compared to the first half.
Good cross inside the box, a little bit far, but able to be played back for a split second. Sets it back up. Will cross inside the box again, headed away quickly.
Shoot it.
Able to take it. Takes the strike. Save made. Keeper having to work for that one. And now all of a sudden, this is a different Red Crown team we've seen.
And you know what? You got to give kudos to the keeper because he was able to throw himself and when he landed on the ground, not actually parry the ball away and just keep it in all of that movement and not give it back to the Red Crowns right in front of goal.
Indeed.
Takes a lot of skill.
Indeed. JC Alvarez will corral this one. He'll most likely send it away. Pointing to the right, bouncing it once. And will send it away past midfield. Trying to find anyone, will be headed away by FC Dallas U23s, as I said that, getting possession back, and will be another Red Crown throw here early on in this second half. We're talking about 9 minutes gone here in this second half.
And right now, Diego Rivera has been key in trying to find some opportunities with out on the right wing. I mean, he is not afraid to go up against number 18, number 40, and try to find that space to get a dangerous cross inside the box. Probably something that extra spark that the offense needed come the second half.
Indeed, trying to get it forward again. Possession lost by FC Dallas. So Red Crown's able to gain that possession. Good through ball off the left wing again, trying to cut inside.
Oh.
Cross from behind, gets it back.
Ooh.
Trying to take a strike. It is going to be blocked. Good job by FC Dallas for closing that gap quickly. But again, another throw in and another opportunity for the Red Crowns.
And guess who was ready to pounce on that ball? Diego Rivera.
Exactly. And now we mentioned it in that first half, and now in the second half, yes, Rivera might not necessarily be a veteran as of the definition, but he's been on this team before. He knows what to expect, and he knows what this team is capable of.
Definitely. And it's like I mentioned in the first half, those players that actually did play minutes in the League for Clubs 2025 season, they're gonna have to be a key factor in this game tonight and lead this team against FC Dallas.
Indeed, will be a throw-in for FC Dallas U23s. As we saw that a little bit, it's a little bit of gamesmanship there from the RGV Red Crowns, kind of tossing the ball up when it went out of play. It will still be a Red Crown throw now this time. So RGV Red Crowns still trying to find that equalizing goal 11 minutes into the second half now. 2-1 FC Dallas U23's lead, and they'll go off of an attack this time, taken right back away. Can the RGV Red Crowns pounce on this counterattack?
Ooh,
Trying to keep it in play. He had it there for a split second, but instead goes out of play right next to the line judge.
But now you can actually come up a little bit higher, put that pressure.
100%.
And they win the ball back.
Crowns winning the ball back again, playing a little bit of keep away. Trying to get it off his left boot for potentially a volley. Still with it. Gets inside. Tripped back up. The Red Crown still with possession, trying to find that opening space.
Oh, come on. Well, I mean, it's the rules, but
And we'll be going back.
I get it, pero déjala ir, árbitro. Ah, qué caray.
No advantage played, or no advantage from the referee in his perspective, so it will go back for
a drop ball.
A drop ball.
But that was a good opportunity they were trying to build. It's just unfortunate that the ball ended up hitting the referee. But it's in the rules.
It's indeed what ended up happening there. Got a little bit mixed up, but once again, yes, in the rules, that's what's supposed to happen. Referee did the correct thing, and now the RGV Red Crowns will just have to build up another attack. They've done it before, which means the Red Crowns can do it again. Off the left wing this time, still slowing it down for a split second. Really just trying to find something to go forward. Sometimes you have to go backwards to go forward, to be exact, Edson. And, well, once again, just trying to find something to go. Meanwhile, once again, still near midfield. Plays it back right. Was nearing the touchline, so I had to get rid of it as fast as possible. We'll play it forward just a little bit too much for Diego Rivera to be able to get to out of play. And it will be a throw-in for FC Dallas. We are seeing some substitutions from FC Dallas U23s, a double substitution to be exact. It's going to be interesting. Fresh legs.
Number 28 and number 9 are coming off for FC Dallas under 23s. So it's going to be the end of the night for the striker for FC Dallas.
It's going to be an interesting substitution, kind of going for that defensive side. Now the Red Crowns, really, FC Dallas kind of seeing that could be the situation. Played a good through ball off the right wing, still near the right side of the box, needing help.
Corner.
Gets muscled off the ball, but it will go out of play for a Red Crown corner off the right corner flag. Another opportunity, another set piece opportunity for this RGV Red Crown side. Find the back of the net. The equalizing goal could potentially happen here. Will the Red Crowns decide to play it short? He'll wave them back. It looked like it for a split second. Sends it inside the box.
Oh, he's
far
all
corner. Off the volley, goes over the goal.
No le gustó.
Was over the goal, kind of mishit to be exact, and instead, I believe that ends up being not even a goal kick, but a throw-in.
And it's going to be two substitutions for the Red Crowns. Number 18 is coming off. That's one of them. And it looks like number 7 is also coming off for the Red Crowns. So looks like it's going to be a response for the changes that FC Dallas just made a couple of minutes ago.
Indeed, double substitutions from both sides. Just really, for the RGV Red Crowns, just trying to be as tactically sound as possible. Will this be able to help the Red Crowns trying to cross it inside the box? No one ended up being there in the end, but it will go play back to the Red Crowns this time.
So now FC Dallas is struggling to get past midfield. Pretty much a flip from what happened in the first half.
Indeed. Just cleared away for the time being near the final third. Red Crowns really being able to keep possession near their own final third. Again, off the left wing, tripped up. It will be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns in another dangerous area. And this seems a little bit familiar from the first half in the other side of where this free kick will be played at.
It's a little bit higher up but similar situation. But that's where you got to find. You gotta put that ball right in front of goal. Try to look for that deflection once again. You got everybody jammed up right in front of the 6-yard box. Find that deflection.
Indeed, going for it, still loose, cleared away. For the time being, trip back up, still trying to clear it away. Not cleared out of the final third just yet from FC Dallas. That goes out of play. Throwing RGV Red Crowns.
And they play it quickly.
Played quickly again. That was deflected out. Corner. Set piece opportunity off the right corner flag for the RGV Red Crowns. Will this one be the one to find the back of the net here? We'll find out here very soon.
Yeah, so once again, I mean, they did exactly the same way. Put it right in front of goal. It looked like a freaking not ping pong. What's it called? Pinball. It looked like a pinball table inside that yard box in that previous play, but FC Dallas was able to get it out.
Sends it into the box. Keeper right on target to make the save. He'll send it away, trying to get it past midfield. That goes out of play here very quickly, but cleared out of that final third. Now FC Dallas U23s, they'll get a bit of a break. But can the RGV Red Crowns do it again, getting into that final third, Edson, and trying to find the back of the net, even if it is inches, and finally pulling through that equalizing goal?
But they have to continue following through and try to take advantage of this shift in momentum in their favor, because it's really going to do them no favors if they have this momentum, but they can't put that ball in the back of the net. Because what happens if for some reason the momentum shifts back to FC Dallas? We know FC Dallas is dangerous. And if you give them opportunities in front of goal, they are going to take advantage of them, and they're not going to have mercy.
100%, but this is a great opportunity. Takes a strike, just not enough pace on the soccer ball. Keeper able to guide that one through, dives for it, makes a save, and will send it quickly for potentially a counterattack from FC Dallas.
There we
U23s, but quickly taken right back away from the RGV Red Crowns, something that we've seen recently in the second half, is the Red Crowns being able to take that possession right back away. The referee will say handball is the call. We'll go back the other way for FC Dallas. Looks like another substitution for the U23s of FC Dallas once again.
Yeah, now it's number 18, who moved from a more wing back position that he played in the first half. After that first substitution, they moved him more of a striker position. Well, now he's coming off, and you've got a new player coming in, number 27, and he's going to play a more central midfielder position, apparently, from what it looks like.
Indeed.
So what's happening here is that the coach for FC Dallas is noticing he's lost the midfield. So now you add a midfielder in that position to try to see if you can neutralize that space that the Red Crowns had found in these last couple of minutes.
100% agree there.
Careful
and
the
here
middle.
Here comes FC Dallas being able to go through. Offside flag stays down. Check that, goes up right at the end as the ball hits the back of the net, but it won't count.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky. But once again, it's in these transitions, you left yourself exposed because you had a player right through the middle making the run by himself, and even out on the wing, who the ball eventually ended up going with. And either with those two options, they're going to be going right in front of goal.
Cuts it inside the middle. Opportunity. Tripped up. Penalty.
Did he call it?
He did. Pointed to the spot.
Diego Rivera once again with that through ball.
Diego Rivera gets tripped up in the box.
No.
Going
Diego Rivera is the one that gave that through ball to the attacker that got fouled into the box.
Gave it to the attacker that got fouled into the box. The only question is who's going to take this PK.
Where's Zach Hargreaves when we need him?
Exactly.
Now it's going to be number 11. Yeah, number 11 is going to take it. Usually number 11 was Javier Ballesteros. I'm not 100% sure if this is Javier Ballesteros today, but whoever number 11 is, he has the responsibility to take that penalty. Take it away, Jacob.
100%. Referee blows the whistle, steps up, takes it. It's in! 2-2, your score! And you know what they say, Edson? A 2-goal advantage is the worst advantage to have in soccer, and we are all tied up.
Yeah, talk about taking advantage of that momentum shift. But what was the key? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The experience of Diego Rivera. And that has been the spark for the Red Crowns offense today. Knowing where to dribble. Do I dribble out wide? Do I dribble through the middle like in this particular play? pass a through ball, kind of cut in the middle of the defense. That IQ that he has developed from playing games this season, that probably other players that are, you can say, quote unquote, debuting with the Red Crowns today probably don't have yet. But that has been the difference in these first 23 minutes of the second half.
Indeed, 23 minutes into the second half, it is all equal here. 2 goals apiece from FC Dallas U23s and the RGV Red Crowns. Will FC Dallas U23s be able to find the back of the net here in the second half? They did change up that midfield, trying to play it forward. Almost a goal as well off the other end. And just like that, the 2-goal difference is kind of how I like to put that into perspective with the RGV Red Crowns. Able to equalize here, but this is going to be key after a goal. You don't want to give up that goal right off the bat, just like you've said before. And sure enough, FC Dallas kind of taking advantage of that, having a free kick here in a dangerous area.
Yeah, and it was off of a handball that really there was no need to have tried to even put the hand, even if it was kind of a little bit unintentional. But now you're exposed with this dangerous free kick.
Sends it into the back of the net, and that one goes wide left of the post.
Yeah, so Coach Reina made the substitutions that needed to be made. I guess you can also couple that with FC Dallas making substitutions to kind of give other players in this roster opportunity to get some minutes today, because I mean this is what these games are for. Mm-hmm. You give these players some minutes, showcase, okay, who's ready to make the step to play for this FC Dallas under 23 first team, you know. Mm-hmm. And so that could be it, but I will continue to give praise to number 3. If it is Diego Rivera, then yes, Diego Rivera. But whoever number 3 is today, got to commend him for it. Well, so far in the running for player of the match.
Indeed. Off the left wing this time for the Red Crowns, trying to find that go-ahead goal. And here's something interesting, Edson. At home, that would be their first time ever to score 3 goals if it were to happen and they break through for that 3rd goal here this evening. Meanwhile, of course, FC Dallas, though, getting that possession back, gets stepped on as he winced around in pain for a split second. Will be a free kick for the FC Dallas U23s.
That looked painful.
Not a fun feeling at all, even if it's on accident, to get stepped on.
With cleats?
Especially with cleats.
No, thank you.
Indeed.
I'd rather step on a Lego.
Potentially, indeed. Both are not fun, but like you said, which one would you rather? That's probably the safest answer. Either way, back in front of us here, action back in front, and that's going to be another throw-in for the Red Crowns, trying to control this possession and trying to keep this momentum going forward. That's going to be a free kick right after the throw-in. Set piece opportunity for this Red Crown team, and a good opportunity to potentially try and get it into the box, but I don't know how it's going to be with the wind here. They'll play it short instead.
Yeah, I mean, that was the smartest thing they could have done. You got the wind against them. It's going to be harder to get a cross in like they did in the first half. And I dare say that right now that wind, that was that was a good dribble. Oh man, commentators curse never fails.
A beautiful dribble there right as he passes it. You say a beautiful dribble, then all of a sudden it goes out of play. Just the way that it ends up happening, but right on cue. 25 minutes in, that means hydration break.
So, taking advantage of this hibernation. Oh my, I can't English today apparently. Anyway, taking advantage of this hydration break. I'm telling you, I cannot English today. Hydration break. Thank you. We got a huge shout out from South Texas Border Sports, Ray Silva. He says, hello, Jacob and Edson, and mentions that was number 15 who got clattered, I'm guessing in that play that led to the penalty. We have a shout out from Leo Salinas. And obviously, and my dad, Javier Ochoa, says, goal! And Ray actually also says, shout out to Jesse, the cameraman, who does an excellent job. He says thank you and gives you a thumbs up, Ray. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this broadcast. Huge shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and be on the lookout as well with any content that will come up here in the RGV Red Crowns official YouTube channel, as well as all of their social media at RGV Red Crowns. And of course, the Down in the Valley podcast at Down in the RGV, whether it's videos, podcasts, you name it, we will try to create some content while we wait for next summer for the 2026 season for the Red Crowns.
Indeed. And yes, of course, shout out Leo Salinas over in beautiful England across the pond right now. He's doing some study abroad, but having a phenomenal time. Fun story. He was yesterday over in London, got to check out a couple of great places. And then, of course, today ended up going to Scotland for a day to check out some Celtic United soccer.
Nice.
So, fun fact for him. He's having himself a brilliant time, really, overseas, and wish him safe travels as well. But just about back to the action in front, Edson. What do you expect to see for these next, well, really 30, almost half an hour into this second half?
Well, I'm not expecting, I'll tell you this much. I am not expecting FC Dallas to just rest on the laurels and continue to allow the Red Crowns to have that momentum in their favor. Oh, careful.
Just like you said, indeed. Opportunities takes a strike. That's deflected. Possible handball. Referee says play on. Could be in the situation of in a natural position either way. About to run out of room there for a split-second cross inside the box. Has help. And that one will just go wide right of the post. A shot just going off target.
Yeah, that was actually not a handball. Good call by the referee. It ended up actually hitting him in the middle of his legs. But with the location of the hand, it looked like a possible handball, but the contact was made in between his legs. So yeah, good call by the referee in this case.
Indeed, and even in my eyes, if this hand was there, I feel like that was in a natural spot either way. But we'll get back to the action in front. Opportunity here, trying to play it forward, has a chance, just deflected. Will that be out of play? It will be out of play for an FC Dallas.
The confidence is back up. The confidence is back up for the Red Crowns. Mm-hmm. They're trying different things. That little cutback. If that had gone through, he was going to be 1-on-1 with the keeper.
100% there, and FC Dallas having trouble just trying to play it back out of their own defensive half for a split second. Able to do that, though, this time. A good through ball. Offside flag does stay down. Just him and the keeper. Check that, comes back up. And, well, it will be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns.
Linesman really needs to be quicker with that flag. That's already twice where he's lifted the flag late, and you're exposing the players to maybe a bad tackle or something. Somebody gets injured because you're a little bit too late to call that offsides when you should. Just my 2 cents, right?
Of course. Now I'll give them the benefit of the doubt once, of course. That's how you're taught in the new era of this game.
Yeah, but we have no VAR here, so there's really no excuse.
Well, back to the action in front on the field. Red Crowns able to win that possession, but no one there to try and get that through ball for the Red Crowns. FC Dallas U23s will go back with it and trying to control this possession here. They've had a couple of opportunities since the hydration break to try to break through for this go-ahead goal. Still 2 goals apiece, and it will be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns. They'll get the favor for that free kick.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Red Crowns are not letting up, despite the fact that if you look at the FC Dallas, it's like a 4-5-1 in the middle, right? Mm-hmm. But they're continuing to try to maintain the possession of the ball, to not get thrown off the ball so easily, right?
Mhm.
And trying to look for opportunities with Diego with 11, who, by the way, looks like he's going to be coming off of the field.
Yes, indeed. Substitutions for the RGV Red Crowns, or substitution for the RGV Red Crowns, and all of a sudden, of course, just trying to keep their legs as fresh as possible. Still 2 goals apiece, like we mentioned here. Past half an hour, about 32 minutes gone in this second half. So getting closer and closer to, well, almost the final 10 minutes of this first half. Or check that second half, I should say. Just used to normally seeing it not be 32 minutes in the second half as we continue play going forward. FC Dallas winning that possession near midfield once more. Trying for a through ball, not ready for it. JC comes off his line. And it gets played back, and the offside flag goes up once again.
Late.
But this time, Edson, I again feel for the referee. That time didn't necessarily feel too late because JC finally did touch it and the player did touch it. That was the time to call him offside. A little earlier wouldn't have been worth it in my eyes, but we continue play with the Red Crowns. Tripped up there off the right wing.
Number
That one's
23.
deflected.
Number 23 coming in with resilience, just fighting for that ball, never giving up, even though he's got 2 players at him at times.
Indeed, just trying to do exactly that.
Good
Keeps it in
interception.
play. Foul's going to be called outside the box again. We've seen that be a commonplace. The RGV Red Crowns, the substitutions, having something to prove, Edson. Love to see it every single minute. Like we mentioned early on, this is almost like a trial for these players.
Exactly.
To try and prove something, to see, okay, not only can I potentially be a part of, well, the Red Crowns, well, can FC Dallas potentially take a look and see, oh, this guy's playing with resilience like this. Potentially, though, they may want him as well. So it's interesting to see that as the play just cleared away in that final third.
That was a handball.
That one will go out of play for a free kick for the Red Crowns. As we said, it is a handball was the call. We get it forward.
Fans are getting rowdy today. Let's go.
FC Dallas U23 is playing it back. That's going to be deflected. Opportunity. Just misses it for a split second. Trying to go into the final third. Takes a strike over the goal and goes. And a good opportunity to make it 3-2. Just misses the target over the goal. And stays 2-2.
That ball kind of got a little bit behind, like away from him to not put himself in a comfortable position to get that ball in the back of the net. But that was good. That was a good play by number 9. Careful.
Trying to clear that one away. Able to do exactly that. Goes out of play. Quick throw in for FC Dallas U23s.
I like the attitude with that these substitutions that came into this game. Not giving up any ball for granted or anything like that. You know, They're getting pushed. They're getting shoved. They're trying to get shoved off the ball. And they continue to run. They continue to maintain possession. That last touch needs to improve. But man, I'm liking this Red Crowns of the second half a whole lot better than the Red Crowns in the first half.
100%. And like you said, that resilience has been key. They're not letting FC Dallas U23s get in their head, which has been something that has been very noticeable in the most positive way possible for this Red Crown team. And that's exactly what you want in any type of player. That's going to be a throw in off the right wing, trying to keep that possession. FC Dallas U23s will get it back. And again, another through ball just goes a little bit too far to the left. It will be a throw-in for the RGV Red Crowns.
But now we're not. Now we are also noticing the Red Crowns doing what the FC Dallas was doing in the first half, putting that 2-on-1 pressure, and that's not allowing FC Dallas to get past their midfield comfortably.
Indeed, that was a smart first touch, just a little bit too far, and
that's
that's going to be a throw-in for the RGV Red Crowns. Thought it might have gone the other way, but now the Red Crowns with another opportunity to try and find the back of the net. Good little ticky-tack for a split second. Still trying to get in that final third.
Oh.
Just gets taken off the ball this time. The Red Crowns take it right back away. Tripped up for a split second and cleared away.
Good job.
RGV Red Crowns really changing it up, being able to control it in their attacking third. Trying to turn back around.
Open it up. Good job.
And has help off the right wing. Will decide to try to curl it inside that box.
Oh! Hey!
It's tripped up, and it will. Referee saying play on.
That was a blatant trip. There was no contact from the defender with the ball. That should have been a foul, whether a penalty kick or a free kick, depending on where the location was. But my guess is I already called the penalty. I don't want to do I want to call another one kind of thing?
Indeed. Of course, will still be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns.
So I'm looking at the chat, and my dad says, feels good to see our players fight for every ball all over the field. Esa es la actitud que necesitamos mostrar en el terreno de juego.
Sends it into the box here very quickly. Able to get past the defenders, cross inside the box, headed away.
Come back. Everybody come back.
Everyone will try to get back on the defensive side. 2-on-2. Save made.
Shoulder to shoulder. Oh, but that was a hard contact as JC was coming out to scoop up the ball. But that was actually good. That was a good shoulder to shoulder tackle by the defender to just put him getting uncomfortable enough to get a good touch and try to get to that ball and probably have an opportunity on goal. But it's one of those things where FC Dallas is going to be looking for this. They're going to be continuing looking for that counterattack.
Indeed. We're just waiting on the referee. It will be with a drop ball. And JC Alvarez will slow things down. Telling everyone to get back. This will send this one away. Good ball. That time goes out of play. FC Dallas throw. Be off their left touch line. 40 minutes officially in this second half. So really 5 minutes plus stoppage time to play. And most likely you may see an extra minute or two, potentially at most, in this second half for stoppage time. Handball will be the call. Will be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns. Will they try to play it quickly? No, they will not. Takes his time. We'll be look to left for a split second. Now looking right. And we'll play it left. Long ball. Near midfield. Red Crowns just trying to find that go-ahead goal. They've had that momentum. They have not drawn here at home yet this season. Of course, season done and dusted. This is a friendly, but have not drawn here at home at all. And with that, another save made. FC Dallas will take their time trying to send this one away. Will be rolled forward.
Is FC Dallas trying to do a Hail Mary? You saw like 4 attackers just lined up in the middle line, just waiting for that through ball. Will he get there? Looks like he
able
did
to
not.
Just for a split second, but could not control it. Out of play it goes for a goal kick. But that's the thing, Edson. FC Dallas have been the most successful with having that style of play. That's where we've seen a lot of those counterattacks and a lot of those plays go for FC Dallas. Meanwhile, trying to get forward off the right wing. That one will go out of play for a quick throw-in for FC Dallas U23s.
So what is your prediction having seen this? Do you think this game is going to end with a draw?
We'll say no comment on that at this time as we have a counterattack opportunity for the Red Crowns. Good through ball forward. One defender to beat has to slow down. Keeps a possession. Oh. Trying to turn back around. Trying to take the strike.
Hey, penalty!
And it is
penalty!
Gonna be a PK. Penalty kick number 2.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know, number 9. I don't know who he is. Somebody get me his name. Because what a way to keep possession of the ball. Able to withstand, shove, kick, spit. I don't know, whatever the defense was trying to do to get him to lose possession of the ball. Still managed to turn around, get past another defender with a way that he was going to go straight on goal. Right one-on-one with the keeper. And they had no other choice but to foul him inside the box. And now this time, the referee has no choice but to call a penalty. Is there going to be a substitution?
There's no substitutes out at the check that there is for the RGV Red Crowns.
Number 5's coming out.
Indeed. So substitution at this time right before a PK for the RGV Red Crowns. It's just a little more suspenseful. But now the substitute is on the field. And all we are waiting on is the referee. Blows the whistle. Takes a step forward. Yes! Buries it! Bottom left corner! Back of the net! It is 3 goals to 2! The RGV Red Crowns take the lead! And guess what? 43 minutes into this second half. And the whole entire bench basically celebrating with the team. How about this, Edson? 2 goals down, 3 unanswered. And just like this, the RGV Red Crowns are leading.
It's that change of mentality, man. Now they're not giving up on that ball. Now they're able to make the adjustments with personnel, with mentality, to make sure that FC Dallas didn't have the advantage in the midfield like they did in the first half. And that has paid dividends, and bringing in players that know, oh, careful.
Indeed, but yes, of course, going back to the play in front, the most dangerous time is right after a goal is scored. The RGV Red Crowns looking to try and potentially add another one here. Good through ball forward once again.
Ouch.
It's tripped up by the turf. That one goes out of play. It will go back to FC Dallas.
We're entering the 45 minutes. The Red Crowns are gonna have to hold it down in the back to avoid a last-minute equalizer from FC Dallas under 23. Or if anybody that has followed down in the Valley lore knows it as La Tragedia. Shout out Ray Silva.
Indeed. So 45 minutes. Have to guess it's going to be around 3 minutes of stoppage time, maybe 4, considering how it's all been with 2 PKs. The water break as well, going
Bolita.
all the way to the stands.
Bolita, por favor. Ooh, careful.
Will be thrown.
Throw yourself. There we go.
Save made. Chasey Alvarez will dive to the floor. Will take his time. The full 8 seconds that we have as goalkeepers to send it away off the left touchline. Able to get forward. Trying to control possession. The Red Crowns will.
Foul.
Foul is called.
You got to milk these minutes. I don't know. Take it to the corner or something. You got to milk these minutes. We don't know exactly how much time was added by the referee, but we are already in stoppage time. Don't give the ball to FC Dallas to try. Because, look, you got 3 players, 66, 15, and I want to say it's number 7, that are just salivating at an opportunity for a counterattack.
Indeed. They've done it before as well.
It looks like it's what they're doing, taking it to the corner. You don't want to do that, man. He was an offside.
Taking it to the corner as best as possible. Still getting that possession. Doing a good job there. Will be a goal kick, though, for FC Dallas. Sending everyone back is what it looks like. So they'll take it quickly. off that left wing has not worked for FC Dallas U23s in the second half. And you can show why, as that one will be another throw-in, taking his time. FC Dallas player right there trying to give it to him as fast as possible, trying to give him the ball as fast as possible. And RGV Red Crowns were saying, nope, going to take their time. Sends it away. Headed back. Referee will say play on. That one will just be played out of bounds. Throw-in will be taken quickly off the left wing. Trying to get inside the box. That's going to be deflected out.
Corner kick.
It is going to be a corner kick off the left corner flag. Set piece opportunity. One of the last times.
Down.
And here we go. Goalkeeper to go inside the box for FC Dallas U23s to try and be the hero to equalize.
Sube, Pilar, sube. Sube, Pilar, sube.
Sends it away. Low ball, just deflected out. Will be another corner kick for FC Dallas U23s. One of the final opportunities for this FC Dallas U23 side, as we're looking at 48th minute mark already here in stoppage time. Really, 3 minutes have gone. Tried for the header. Cleared away. Another corner kick, though. It's not over just yet.
Looks like the referee is going to be talking to the FC Dallas striker. She's trying to get in front of JC Alvarez.
Indeed, still trying to do it again. Referee, up to the referee with the whistle. Send it into the box. Header! Cleared away at the death!
Suban! Oh, good. Let's go.
Red Crowds trying to get possession back. We'll do exactly that.
All right. Wow.
Referee will give throw-in to the RGV Red Crowns, but not over yet.
Ya me iba a dar algo. That play was very, very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Referee calls full time at the RGV Red Crowns for the first time in club history. Not only score 3 goals, they come back from a 2-goal deficit and will beat FC Dallas U23s at home for the first time in club history and will sweep them technically this season.
I mean, it's a friendly, but considering the situation, new players, basically we're in an off season.
Yes.
Lack of chemistry. That somehow, let's not forget, a forgettable first half.
Yes.
To come back in the second half. And change the momentum in their favor and score 3 goals against FC Dallas. Not any team can do that. But
no,
it's those substitutions that came in with the right attitude, whether it was Diego Rivera, whether it was number 9, the striker, But that was the difference today to get a favorable result in front of our fans tonight here at Harlingen Field.
100%. This is something that the fans had been dying for at home, is to get a favorable result like that. And guess what, Edson? It's interesting. We talked about it a little bit, of course, in the post-game show last time when the RGV Red Crowns played against Austin United FC, is Coach Rafa and how he didn't seem to change with the momentum of how Austin United FC were doing.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, this match, how about that? He was able to do exactly that, and sure enough, show up that he was able to kind of turn around and will do exactly that. Change that momentum and change his tactics throughout the whole entire match.
Huge round of applause to everybody in the chat. Let's put some applause emojis in the chat for both of these teams, for the Red Crowns and FC Dallas under 23, who came down to the Rio Grande Valley, to Harlingen, to play in this game that was very entertaining for the fans, not only here at the stadium, but also to everybody that tuned in on the Red Crowns YouTube channel. And of course, proceeds to this match are going to a very worthy cause for those in the Kerr County flood tragedy.
Indeed. Just absolutely phenomenal. It was a friendly, and it was fierce. I mean, this was the complete definition of rivals for 90 minutes because, I mean, it was a fierce match. But look at it afterwards. I mean, they're all friends. This is absolutely what soccer is all about in the end, because no players got really heated at each other like we had seen maybe on the road. But that was, of course, a regular season match. It meant a little bit more.
Yes.
And this, of course, means, well, it meant a lot during the season. Let me be clear here. I think this match means more considering what it meant just for the whole of this match.
Exactly.
Because they didn't have to come down here and do exactly what they did, but they did, and it was absolutely spectacular for FC Dallas.
Considering that they technically right now are vying for the League for Clubs championship or their first team for the under 23s.
Yes.
But the fact that the Red Crowns reached out, but the fact that we reached out to them and they told us, hey, we'll go ahead and do it. We have the players that we have enough players to be able to send you down to the Rio Grande Valley, play this exhibition game, especially for such a worthy cause. I mean, you got to give props to FC Dallas.
Yes.
To be able to understand the situation, give these guys an opportunity to have the spotlight and fight, like you mentioned it during the game. Fight for an opportunity for next season for the team that will be competing in the League for Clubs.
Indeed. Yeah, it's been absolutely a pleasure, of course, to work with the season, but it's crazy, Edson, to see how much positivity there will be for next season, how much hope there is for a lot of these players that made kind of a difference in a way in just this match alone. But the resilience in my eyes, at least for the home match, we have never seen that type of resilience from this team in my eyes. But of course, just absolutely phenomenal. And we are about to see beautiful fireworks here in the RGV.
Wait, more fireworks?
We go. Beautiful evening here in South Texas, in Harlingen, Texas, to be exact, at Harlingen Field. Just a perfect way to end this night.
And you know what, man? This is the perfect ending for 2025 for the RGV Red Crowns.
Indeed.
Man. Ending the season with a victory. I don't care if it's a friendly. I don't care if it's an exhibition match. But ending 2025 with a victory, it's amazing, man.
Indeed.
Despite all of the learning, despite all of the, I guess how you can say it, the growing pains of the inaugural 2025 season in the League for Clubs, starting this team from scratch and building it up in just a couple of minutes or just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And still having a formidable, participation in the league. I can't wait for 2026, to be honest.
100%. I agree with you. Edson, you finally got to see a win at home, too. You unfortunately missed that first match where the RGV Red Crowns did end up winning. But, I mean, how about that? You finally get to see a win. And I guess for now, we finally get to say the curse has been broken once more.
No, I say the curse kind of took a break for the offseason. But I want to give a huge shout out right now to Vicente Alvarez. He says, good boys, great win for the fans. Huge shout out to Vicente, right? Great first season and good luck to his future and for at least the rest of this year.
Indeed. How about that? Beautiful finale.
Woo!
And wow. 3-2 victory for the RGV Red Crowns. And beautiful fireworks right at the end.
And
Yes.
thank you. Thank you to all the fans that have been here for this inaugural season and all of the home games. Those that travel to the away games. I know there's a couple of Down in the Valley fans that went to the game against Austin over there in Austin.
Yes.
You know, so huge thank you to FC Dallas for making the trip down here, guys. Thank you all.
Yes. Thank you to FC Dallas for making this trip down and for, just helping put it on a phenomenal show for the end. Because, without them, this wouldn't have been possible. But your final here once again tonight, 3 goals to
Have a
2.
safe trip back, guys. Thank you all.
And
But
time
Jacob,
to-
let's wrap up the season, man.
Of course. Yeah, it's been absolutely a phenomenal one. The sun is set. The fireworks have officially lifted. And, well, it's time to end. Thank you to, first off, to Jamal, Colby, Fayad, for allowing Edson and I to do this. And, without him, Edson, I don't think we're here. And that's the whole reason. Being able to do something like this has been a pleasure. 3 goals to 2, your final here tonight. I've been Jacob Young. This has been Edson Ochoa. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all in 2026.
And don't forget to follow Down in the Valley as well, at Down in the RGV. We might have some content ready for this off season. I got some plans. If you guys follow us on our social media at eochoa_8, and of course, what's your social media?
Social media, for Twitter or X, we got Jacob Young Racing. Really, you can find me anywhere from that, and of course, Instagram young.j77.
Guys, it was a pleasure.
Yes.
Let's do it all again in 2026.
3 goals to 2, your final. RGV Red Crowns win.